the feeling again, man. That feeling of eyes, the closed inness that just really irritates you because there should be a normal explanation for it, but out here in the middle of nowhere there is not. And I get to Coffin Rock. Coffin Rock is pretty fucking cool. It's a giant rock. It's a giant rock that many years ago they strung out a witch and disemboweled her on it and left her to die, and that's the end of that story. Of course, it goes a lot farther in the movie, but I'm trying to focus on realism. I'm trying to get myself in this headspace, what this was like for these people. Why did this happen when the kids went missing? The whole witch trial fever, just so many things that have happened in culture and pop culture and real culture and history. And it's all combining in my head and fueling now what I swear is things moving out in the woods. Not seeing a single animal, but now my brain, which I cannot trust, is telling me that there are things circling me in the woods. But yet I'm still hearing no sound, no rustling, no movement of rock piles, absolutely nothing. So I lay on the rock. I want to get the full experience of Coffin Rock. So I'm laying there, hands over my chest, pretending I'm in a coffin, laying on this giant rock. And it's beautiful outside. It's not the clearest night I've ever seen, but it's a fairly clear night. I can see the stars well enough. There's no pollution out there, so everything is just gorgeous, but unsettling as fuck because it's still absolutely quiet. And then it's not quiet. Suddenly, I'm hearing one of the loudest rustles through the woods that I've heard. Again, absolute danger at this point in time. Everything in my brain is telling me, get the fuck out, go, run the mile back. You'll die because you're out of shape, but run that mile back. But I can't. I am sitting on this rock. I'm staring. I am now seeing the sections and branches moving, and then I see what's coming out of it. And I don't know what the fuck it is exactly. My brain screams, it's Bigfoot. I'm having my first real encounter. There's gonna be a conversation. This is Bigfoot, but it's not. It's not Bigfoot. It's tall. It's about 7 feet tall if it was an inch, but it's covered in bark. Bark that's cracked in places that almost looks like dry, dark brown skin until you notice that it is definitely bark. And it's not like some really tall person pasted bark onto their skin and wandered out of the woods to fuck with locals, or not locals, people that aren't local, tourists. But it is a continuous piece, like a growth, like an encasement, like it's a tree, but it's got arms and legs, it's got a head, it's got all the the movement and the features of a person, but it's covered in bark.